Hello everyone. So today I'm going to demonstrate the VST Plug-in Filtering Method created by Keith Clark. In this demo, I'm going to be using a white noise generator that is going to randomly create white noise between 20 hertz and 20 kilohertz. This is a sample of the audio source that we're using. The program that I'm using is called VST Host, along with 10 different plugins. So right now on the screen, you'll see an input and an output with a yellow line indicating that's the signal, the line signal that we're using. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. So you'll understand what's going on. We're going to disconnect the line out from the line in, and then we're going to be slowly inserting each of the plugins. So the first plugin that we're going to use today is called LoudMax. What LoudMax is a signal amplifier. This is what it looks like. So each VST is a mini audio program, or they all have different functions. But this is like a mini amplifier. So we want to adjust that from just a little over 30 dB and set it to about 30 dB. Once that's done, we're going to minimize it. Now we're going to link it to the line input. So you click on this little chain and you select the line input. Now the second one we're going to insert is SoundSoap. What SoundSoap is, it is a noise reducer. So I'm going to minimize that and connect it to LoudMax. You can just rearrange these so kind of keep things organized. I'll do that as we go along. So the second one is TLS. Now this is a noise suppressor. So it can reduce the audio frequency, the loudness of the audio frequency and along with adding gain, and it could clean up the line. I'll demonstrate that a little bit more as we go along. So now we're going to take this one and connect it to SoundSoap. So we're going to use 3 different instances of SoundSoap. We're going to minimize that. Chain this one in. The next one is dxRevivePro. What this does is it is a voice. It cleans up a voice, and we'll kind of explain that a little bit later. But basically, it helps revive the voice in the audio source that you're using. You'll be able to see this, what it does. So the next one, I'm going to start doing this. Just kind of rearranging it a little bit. So it goes to, we link it to SoundSoap. The next one is the last instance of SoundSoap that we're going to be inserting today. So I'm going to link that to Revive Pro. And then the next one is Deverberate. So what Deverberate does is it takes out any of the reverb that is being being produced by the white noise. So we're going to try to take out all the reverb out of that signal. I'll kind of go over the interface once we get this demonstration started. Move this down a little bit. Then the next one is Dialogue Enhance 2. So this is going to enhance the dialogue that we're receiving. It'll clean up any of the voices coming through. And this is, in this short demonstration, I mean, you're going to see what we're going to get from the white noise. And I mean, this video is going to be about 15 minutes, if that. And you're going to see how quick we can change the white noise into something that we can use for research. It's pretty amazing. Okay. And let's link that. And now we're going to insert a pretty simple to use equalizer. For this demonstration, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything like crazy, but I mean, you can play around with this, change it to your own liking. The possibilities are endless on what we can do. And when you play around with this stuff, you can't really break it. I always say, play around with it, see what works for you. I found this to be the quickest and easiest setup to show somebody just the basics on how this works. But it's pretty amazing. Okay, so now that we have everything linked together, this is the flow of how the audio is going to flow through. It's going to go from from the line in through each of the VST files. Each of the VST files has their own functionality. As you'll see, we're going to start it up. So as you hear, it does sound a little bit different. Now we're going to start. Go from the first one. Go to SoundSoap, so number 3. So you're going to click on the Learn Noise. That's going to learn, it's going to analyze the audio that's coming through. The red is the noise. The blue is the signal that you want to keep. You don't want to take it a little too harsh. Right about there. Just to start off. You try to preserve the voice if you like. So you kind of hear the background hum a little bit. Then we'll go to number 4. Go to the next instance of VST Host, which is number 5. Now we're starting to hear voices come through. We'll go to number 6. Now watch this. Now what I like to do is turn up the gain a little bit on the output, not too much. Now Studio is using an algorithm to clean it up a little bit. If we click on Studio, go to Retain, that's going to be the original source. You can switch to studio later. Right now I'm going to leave it on retain. Now we'll go to SoundSoap number 7. We're going to learn that. Remember, the blue is the signal that we want to keep. The red, I don't like getting rid of all the noise because there's still some things you want to keep. Let's relearn it again one more time. That's good for now. Now we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of trying to clean up the voices a little bit more. We'll go to number 8. Now this is where we're going to try to take out some of the reverb. So there's some presets here. I like going to remove reverb. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. It's all personal preference. Okay, that's good for now. And let's go to the last plugin, number 9. This is reducing the noise a little bit. I like taking it to about 10 dB. Now this is pretty cool. We're going to change that from automatic. Change this to about 150. Turn off automatic. Watch this. This is pretty cool. Like I said, there's no right or wrong setting on this. I shouldn't have adjusted the size, but I'm going to switch it back. Okay, that's good for now. Now we'll go to the last one. This is the EQ. Now there's different settings for the EQ. I like using clarity, and you can switch through the presets. Find one that you like. Then you could just start adjusting the frequencies. All right, includes this quick demo. Look at within, you know, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it was. We went from static to getting voices out of the static. And this is just a quick, rough demo. Um, you can get, like I said, it can get pretty hairy switching out any of the plugins that, like the dxRevivePro, the Reverberate, the Dialogue Enhance, and you could swap out the EQ. Um, there's some better EQs out there. This one was just for this demo. Something quick. It works. This setup here, all of the links will be in the description of the video. Links to Keith Clark's Veranormal website, and also a link to his Facebook page. I know he is going to be doing a paid tutorial on this. Um, any of the VSTs, like I said, will be in the links below. If you have any questions on any of the setup, where to download the VSTs, the only one that you cannot get anymore is this version of SoundSoap. There is a newer version out there. Um, yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. Um, there's other people using this method. Keith taught a few people. Um, so yeah, have fun and have a great day. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video. All right, have a great day.